The staff kept a diary of my progress during my stay. Many entries wouldn't make for very exciting reading, but if you would like to know what physio I did on a certain day, or to read messages about nurses requesting an electric razor, just ask. Bit weird, though.
27th of February, 2008. Today Tom's been on the tilt table to stretch his calf muscles and stimulate his lower limbs. He tolerated this well for about half an hour. We hoisted him into the blue armchair. He sat in a very good position for 1.5 hours, and he remained comfortable. Claire G., physio.
The first thing to mention is this first physio session took place on the day of my 25th birthday. Congratulations! You're a quarter of a century old. Now, lie on this table and we'll hurt you for half an hour. I joke, of course. It was more like 35 minutes. The physios collected me for my first session. As we neared the destination, I saw a mist-shrouded apparatus at the end of the room. As the mist faded, I saw it. The tilt table. As we drew closer, I could hear Carmina Burana getting louder and louder. The physios were cackling to themselves, surreptitiously high-fiving each other. I heard one of them say, "Another victim," while rubbing her hands together. With the benefit of hindsight, I can see the tilt table was a massive success. I've had an awful lot of physio over the years, and even though nothing compares to the pain of the tilt table, my later progress wouldn't have been achievable if I hadn't been subjected to its torture. The tilt table is a medieval torture device that the NHS claims is an important tool. It's a slightly padded bed on which the patient lies, securely strapped by belts across the chest and legs. My feet are against a rest at the bottom of the table. The cackling physio mutters to herself, "I'm so happy right now," as she pushes a button and the table starts tilting until it's vertical, and I'm in an upright position. I absolutely hated the tilt table. Hate. The discomfort was awful. The twist in my pelvis effectively lengthened my left leg while shortening the right. Once upright, my right foot didn't reach the footrest. I'd been bedridden since November 26th. That was 4 months of not supporting my own weight. Now I was being forced by these heathens to support my own weight. I couldn't tell them that I was doing it on one leg, partly because I couldn't speak, but mainly because I didn't realize that the cause of my discomfort was having legs of unequal length. Unknowingly, I was putting most of my weight through my left leg and leaning over to the right so my right foot could reach the floor. The physio told me I wasn't standing correctly. I was tilting to the right. Again, I couldn't explain my problem. I wanted to say, "I thought I was straight. I won't be able to reach the floor your way." Instead, I corrected my stand in the way I believed she was asking, by moving my torso to the left, giving the appearance I was straight. Putting too much weight on my right leg created pain in my ribcage on that side. I felt unsteady and unsafe, even though I was strapped in and couldn't go anywhere. I was grabbing midair with both hands to try and stay upright. This sudden movement of my arm hurt my right shoulder. My fingers felt as though the skin was stretching over my knuckles. I felt that my right Achilles was tearing because my leg wasn't long enough to reach the ground if I stood with a straight foot. I sagged in the straps, but the physios seemed to be satisfied with my attempts. I hadn't indicated there was a problem. I'd just done what they'd asked. As far as I was concerned, I was standing.